Hi guys, Dave Hollingworth here, and today I want to introduce you to the Alpha and Micron pedal by Darkglass Electronics. So those of you familiar with the Darkglass range will probably recognise this pedal as a slightly smaller version of the Alpha Omega pedal. For those of you that don't know what the Alpha Omega is, it's a distortion pedal that was designed by Darkglass Electronics along with John Stockman, the bass player of the band Carnival. He did a record with producer Forrester Saville called Sound Awake, and they captured this incredible drive sound that just had loads of depth in it. And Darkglass made it their mission to try and capture that sound and put it into a pedal. So the way that kind of works is that you've got this alpha side and this omega side. So you've got these two completely bespoke distortion sounds, and you can blend in between the two. So you can have it just on alpha, just on omega, or any blend between the two. And now Darkglass have brought out the Alpha and Micron. So this is basically on a smaller form factor, which basically allows you to free up some space on your pedal board. The Alpha Omega is full blown, you can really get in and tweak and that kind of thing, whereas this is going to give you much less option paralysis. So if you just want to be able to get your sort of sounds, dial it in, free up some space on your pedal board, still have both of those drive sounds, then this is a really good option for you. So let's just do a quick overview of what the functions are of the Alpha and Micron. So at the top here, we can see that we have our blend control. So this blend is going to take you between your clean sound and the drive sound that you dial in. Next to that, we have our modulation. So this is where we have our alpha side all the way through to the omega side. Moving down, we have our level, and this is controlling the level of the drive. So your clean sound is going to stay the same, and you can kind of tailor how much drive and how much level you want mixed in with your blend there. So there's lots of options for trying to get the right amount of dirt, and again, we're trying to get that layered distortion sound, so that's really handy for that. Moving across, we have our drive. Obviously, this is just the same as any other thing. It's the amount of distortion that you're going to get. Down again, we have these little dip switches, and we have one for growl and also one for bite. I'll set everything flat on the pedal and we'll take it through. So just to give you an idea of what our starting tone is, this is the bass without the alpha on. So the pedal is now completely flat and I haven't got any dip switches in. So what are the other kind of differences between this pedal and the Alpha Omega? Well, obviously the Alpha Omega is a bigger form factor. It's got those extra EQ options. It's also got an XLR out and a parallel out. However, this, I'm finding that I'm playing around with the types of distortions way more than I did on the Alpha Omega, and I think that's because I've got less things to be playing around with, that I'm actually kind of trying to find what the differences and nuances and the different EQ curves that I'm getting from just blending between the different distortions. This is going to take up less space, there's less settings to get messed up. The drive sounds that are in there are exactly the same as what you'd find and love in the Alpha Omega pedal. I'm really happy to have been able to show you guys this pedal. Take it easy, guys. I've been Dave.